the remaining instructions we could complete. Yes, anyone? I think we have done the bitwise logic. I think we have done with the bitwise logic operations. The clear instructions also we have seen. I think we have to do with the rotate instruction and swap. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
So I think rotate and swap is left. Rotate and swap.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, we will be studying the next instructions which are related with the rotate and swap. So here we need to see the rotation of the byte. The rotation of the byte. The rotation can be right rotation, it can be left rotation, the rotation through the carry, the rotation without carry. Okay, so there are few instructions which are dedicated for the rotation. Okay, so today's lecture we'll be talking about these instructions which are related with the rotation. Okay, now these these rotate instructions, when you talk, we have to see that these rotate instructions can be grouped into 4 different categories. Okay, now these 4 categories are rotate left, content of accumulator, rotate right, contents of accumulator, rotate left including carry, contents of accumulator, and rotate right including carry, contents of accumulator. So this is what already I have told you. There are 4 different ways in which we can rotate. You can rotate the accumulator content towards left. You can rotate the accumulator contents towards right. You can rotate the accumulator content towards left through the carry, as well as you can rotate the content of accumulator towards right through carry. So through carry is the important one. So we will see what is this through carry. What does it mean? So bitwise logic we have seen. So we are going to see this. Okay, what we are going to see, RL, that is rotate left, RLC, rotate left through carry, RR, rotate right, and RRC, that is rotate right through carry. Okay, so these are the 4 categories which we have to study under rotate. Okay, and then comes the swap. Swap, already we have done the exchange. We will see what is the swap. First we will go with this rotate instructions. Okay, so the 4 categories will be explained properly through the pictorial view. So what is this pictorial view? We will see now. Yes, this is the particular figure which will be helpful for us to understand this rotate instruction. When you see the first one, rotate instructions operate only on accumulator. This sentence has to be underlined properly, or this is a note in which you will be able to understand whatever the rotation instruction I will be using. This will be on accumulator only. No other registers will be taken. No other registers will be taken in this. It will be only through the accumulator. So if I want to do any left shift, right shift, first you have to bring the data into the accumulator, and then you can operate this particular instruction. Okay, so here if you see example, it is only RLA. Okay, it is only RLA. So when you talk about RLA, it is a rotate accumulator left one place. We have to rotate the accumulator content one place. Okay, and you know the size of accumulator, it is of 8-bit. The size of accumulator is of 8-bit. Now how this is moved, we will see now. Now you take an example where I am moving F0, I am moving F0 into accumulator first. इसलिए मैंने पहले ही बोला था जो डेटा मुझे रोटेट करना है सबसे पहले काम ये है कि आपको वो डेटा एक्यूमुलेटर में लाना है, आपको वो डेटा एक्यूमुलेटर में लाना है. Now this is immediate addressing. I am using hash. This is immediate addressing mode where I am using hash. Okay, as I have told you before, later there should be zero. There should be zero. So simply you can write down move a comma hash 0 f0. If you want to mention, you can mention h because it is a hexadecimal number. So the accumulator content will have what it will have? It will have f0. So how do you represent this 0? This represent we will represent this 0 4 times 0, and how will you represent this f? It is 4 times 1. So the accumulator content is 11110000. So you can see here 11110000. Now this is what is happening when you are executing this instruction. Once this instruction is executed, then you can implement rotate right or rotate left. If I want to implement rotate left, okay, rotate left. Now यहाँ पे गलत हुआ है. It should be RLA. It should be RLA. It should be RLA. Okay. So हम जब RLA use करेंगे, so you have to show what is the content of accumulator before execution, and what is the content of accumulator after you execute. Okay, after you execute. Now this is rotate left. This is rotate left. Now in rotate left, what is going to happen? Everything is going to be rotated towards left. Can you see this arrow? Everything is going to be rotated left. When you are rotating left, the content of this accumulator, whatever is present at the MSB, this is called as MSB, most significant bit. This is called as LSB, least significant bit. Now during this rotation, what is happening? Your LSB will be shifted towards 1 bit left. Then this will be shifted towards 1 bit left. Then again this will be shifted. Now what is the case for LSB and MSB? MSB में जो भी कुछ content है, that will be shifted towards LSB. This is what is happening. So I can say LSB will be shifted towards left by 1 bit, and MSB का जो भी कुछ content है, that is moved into the LSB bit. So in this case, if I do such type of rotation, this is rotate left. So if I do such type of rotation, what will be the content of accumulator thereafter? Okay, now that can be shown here. I will show you in this particular example that your LSB is 0. Your LSB is 0. Okay, and your MSB is 1. Now this MSB will be shifted towards the LSB. That's why, can you see this LSB has become 1? Because this MSB is shifted towards the LSB. What is happening to the LSB? LSB में क्या हो रहा है? LSB is shifting towards the 1 bit towards the left. So that's why that LSB shift is shown here. LSB bit is shown here. So that is shifted here. Okay. Now when you do this shift, okay, so you will have this particular accumulator content here. You will have this particular content after you shift towards the left. So this shift is not more than 1 bit, but the shift is only 1 bit. 1 bit at a time. 1 bit at a time. So if you say the content of accumulator before execution of this RLA instruction, okay, so you can say the content of accumulator is F0 before you execute the RLA instruction. This is not RRA, this is RLA. After execution of RLA, the content of accumulator is this, and this corresponds to what in hexadecimal number? Can anyone of you tell me what is the corresponding hexadecimal number for this binary representation of 1 and zeros? So this is lower nibble and this is upper nibble. So tell me the hexadecimal representation of these ones and zeros. I'm waiting for your answer. Any one of you, I want the hexadecimal representation after executing RLA. I am still waiting for your answer. Any one of you, please give me the answer. Once you execute RLA, what is the content of accumulator? सब मुझे सुन पा रहे हैं?
1.
हाँ बोलो. Tell me the answer. Tell me the answer.
C1H.
C1H. Okay, for the lower nibble it is 1, you are right, and for upper nibble it is 1 2 4 8 8 plus 4 12 12 plus 2 13 14. So 14 means 14
E.
hexadecimal means yes.
E1H.
Yes, it should be E1H. It is not C1H.
Sorry, sir. E1H.
Yes, E1H is the answer. E1H is the answer. Okay, so this is what is happening when you execute RLA instruction. So always remember, it is 1 bit shift towards the left. MSB place will be taken by MSB, and LSB will be shifted 1 bit. So similarly, the other bits will be also shifted 1 bit towards the left. Okay, and before execution, after execution, you should show me. Similarly, can you tell me if the content in the accumulator is F8? I want the answer from any one of you. Tell me before execution the content of accumulator is F8. Tell me after execution the content of accumulator will be. I want answer from you. Example I have given. Before execution the content of accumulator is F8. Tell me after execution of RLA what is the content of accumulator. I know
78.
Yes.
78H.
No, you're wrong.
F1. F1.
Yes, you are right. F1 is the answer. F1 is the answer. Okay. So जिसने 7 8 बोला था, please try afterwards. Accumulator content is F8.
That RRA. Sorry.
Okay. Now you have got. Now it is F1. So F1 is the answer when you execute RLA. So whenever the question is asked in the exam, you should give an example. So for example, you can take any example and properly do this left shift and you will get the answer. In the same manner, when you execute RRA, it is rotate right. It is rotate right. Okay, rotate right contents of accumulator. Okay, so when you shift towards the right, all the bits will be shifted towards the right. What is happening to the MSB bit? The MSB bit will be shifted towards the right 1 bit, and your LSB will be shifted towards the MSB bit. Your LSB will be shifted towards the MSB. For example, the same example, if I am taking F0, this is the content of accumulator before execution. Once you execute RRA, the content will be this. So what is the corresponding hexadecimal number for this? This is lower nibble, this is upper nibble. So for this, it is 1 2 4 8. So it is 8, and it is 1 2 4 4 5 6 7. It is 78H. Yes or no? Please acknowledge.
Yes,
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Can you tell me similarly if the content is F8? After execute RRA, tell me the content of accumulator. Before execution, the content is F8. After execution of RRA, rotate content of accumulator towards the right. What will be the content of accumulator?
E9H.
Huh?
E9.
No, no. F8 का क्या होगा? F8 का क्या होगा? Once you execute RRA, it will be
7C.
yes 7C. It is 7C. You are right. It is 7CH. It is 7CH. Okay. So I hope you have understood this with the 4 examples I have taken. So whenever the question is asked, you should know the examples and please see that your MSB and LSB should be shifted properly. Okay, your MSB and LSB should be shifted properly.
Sir, sir, in this slide, what is the meaning of that hashtag 0xf?
Hashtag is nothing but your immediate addressing, na? See,
No, sir,
यहाँ पे
0xf. What is that 0xf?
This one, na? See, this is the way. This is also one of the way in which you can show 0x. X is nothing but this is the way how it is written. इसलिए मैंने बताया था कि don't be confused. You can simply write down move a comma hash. Before letter there should be 0 and F0H. Now this is familiar to every one of you. आप लोगों को ये familiar नहीं, लेकिन यहाँ पे समझो कि आप ऐसा भी लिख सकते हो. This is also the one of the way in which you can write down. Okay. और hash का मतलब आपको पता है कि this is my immediate data. ये कौन से addressing mode में आता है? Immediate addressing mode में आता है because there is hash. So this will be taken as a data, not as an address. This will be taken as a data, not an address. Okay. So you remember this way in which the instruction will be written. Forget about this. This is also one of the way, but do not remember both of the ways. You just try to understand this proper way. Is it fine? Is it
Yes,
fine?
sir.
Okay. Okay. Now we will move to the next 2 instructions about the rotate. That is with carry. Okay, with carry. So we will see with carry. Yes, this one is with carry. RRCA, RLCA. Okay, RLCA and RRCA. Do not be confused. RR stands for rotate right. RR stands for rotate right, including carry content of A. Okay, and RL stands for rotate left, including carry contents, including carry content. Now see here what is going to happen now. Now you have taken an example of RRC. Now here RRC means we have to rotate right the content of accumulator through carry. उसका मतलब क्या है? Now this is your accumulator, this is your accumulator, this is your carry, this is a carry bit, this is a carry bit. Where do you see this carry bit? You will see this carry bit in PSW. Program status word में आपको carry bit देखने को मिलेगा. You say carry bit or you can say carry flag. So when I am doing rotate right of the content of accumulator through the carry, what is going to happen? आपका जो भी कुछ what is there in the LSB, that will be shifted into the carry. And whatever is the content in the carry, that will be shifted in the MSB. And what is happening to the MSB? MSB bits are shifted 1 bit at a right. 1 bit at a right. Okay. So you have to just remember MSB का क्या हो रहा है, LSB का क्या हो रहा है और कैरी फ्लैग का क्या हो रहा है. तो MSB का क्या हो रहा है? MSB जो बीट है that is shifting towards the right, 1 bit at the right. LSB का क्या हो रहा है? LSB का बीट कैरी में जा रहा है और कैरी का क्या हो रहा है? कैरी बीट जो है वो MSB में जा रहा है. This is how it is happening. Take an example. if they are given if they have given move a comma hash 0a9h, move a comma hash 0a9h, इसका मतलब accumulator content accumulator में a9 है. This is in hexadecimal. Now what you are doing, add a comma hash 14h, यानी आपने a9 और 14 को ऐड किया, जो भी आपका आंसर है वो एक्यूमुलेटर में जाएगा. ओके, वो एक्यूमुलेटर में जाएगा. तो हियर व्हाट इज द आंसर कमिंग? 9 plus 4 is how much? 9. A, B, C, D. It is the D. And A plus 1 gives you B. So answer is BD. Do you agree this or no? Do you agree with this? This is hexadecimal addition. Someone of you please acknowledge. Yes or no?
Yes.
So 9 plus 4 gives you D. A plus 1 gives you B. So answer is BD. So this BD will be moved into the accumulator. So BD stands for, in ones and zeros, it is nothing but 1 0 1 1 1 1 0 1. Okay, so this is BD. Now in this case, whenever you are doing addition, if you see carefully, there is no carry generated. So the carry will be 0. So can you see, carry is 0 because no carry generated during the addition of A9 and 14H. So carry is 0, and BD can be represented in the form of ones and zeros in this manner. After that, what you are doing, you are executing the instruction RRCA. So अगर हम ऐसा करेंगे तो अभी क्या होगा? So your LSB, I am now telling you the content of carry, content of LSB and content of MSB. बाकी के जो बीच वाले हैं वो आपको समझ में आएंगे. First we will do for carry flag. Now carry flag में मेरा क्या था? 0 था. कैरी फ्लैग में क्या होगा? आपका जो LSB है वो आपका LSB कैरी फ्लैग में जाएगा. मेरा LSB क्या था? 1 था, तो 1 मेरा कैरी फ्लैग में गया. सो यस, दिस इज राइट. ओके, दिस इज राइट. एंड ऑल द बिट्स आर शिफ्टेड टुवर्ड्स द राइट. तो ये देखो 0 1 1 1 1 0 1. MSB का क्या होगा? MSB में जो कैरी का कंटेंट है वो क्या MSB में जाएगा. तो कैरी में मेरा क्या था? 0 था, वो कहाँ पे गया? MSB में. कैन यू सी हियर 0 इज देयर. MSB मेरा 0 चला गया. यस, तो मेरा MSB भी आ गया, मेरा LSB भी मुझे आ गया. यस, LSB में क्या होगा? LSB में आप जो राइट शिफ्ट करेंगे वो आएगा, तो आपके LSB में भी आपका आ गया. सो फाइनल आंसर इन द एक्यूमुलेटर इज दिस. सो कैन एनी वन ऑफ यू टेल मी, RRC एग्जीक्यूट होने के बाद आफ्टर एग्जीक्यूशन टेल मी द कंटेंट ऑफ एक्यूमुलेटर. द कंटेंट ऑफ कैरी इज 1. टेल मी द कंटेंट ऑफ एक्यूमुलेटर इन हेक्साडेसिमल. सो दिस इज लोअर निबल एंड दिस इज अपर निबल. बताओ, टेल मी द कंटेंट फास्ट.
5E.
5 1 2 4 8 12 13 14 14 yes, E, and 1 2 4 4 5. Yes, 5E. 5 is the answer. You are right. 5E is the answer. This is the content of accumulator after you execute RRCA, and carry flag का content होगा 1. Yes, you are right. Okay. In the same manner we can execute RLC. RLC का क्या होगा? accumulator का content का जो MSB है वो जाएगा कैरी में. ओके, कैरी फ्लैग में जो कंटेंट है वो जाएगा LSB में, और LSB का जो भी कुछ कंटेंट था वो लेफ्ट शिफ्ट होगा 1 बिट. दिस इज व्हाट इज हैपन. यहाँ पे भी उन्होंने वही लिया है, 3CH लिया है. सेट बी सी, मुझे पता, सेट बी सी करेंगे तो क्या होगा? एनी वन ऑफ यू, सेट बी सी ये करूंगा तो क्या होगा?
Carry flag will be set.
यस, कैरी फ्लैग विल बी सेट. मुझे बताओ, कैरी फ्लैग को मुझे 0 करना है तो कौन सा इंस्ट्रक्शन यूज कर सकता हूँ डायरेक्टली? कैरी फ्लैग को मुझे 0 करना है तो कौन सा डायरेक्ट? हाँ, यस, यू आर राइट. CLRC. ओके, तो मैंने कैरी फ्लैग को 1 कर दिया, और बाद में मैंने RLCA किया है। सिमिलरली ये फॉर्मेट के हिसाब से सब चेंजेस करो, ये फॉर्मेट के हिसाब से, ये सब होने के बाद फाइनली आपको एक्यूमुलेटर का कंटेंट ये मिलेगा और कैरी फ्लैग आपका 1 रहेगा। सो दिस इज व्हाट इज हैपनिंग, this is what is happening. So I will give an example. For example, I want to answer from you if okay okay I want to execute RLCA. Before execution, I want answer from you before execution and after execution. Before execution, content of accumulator is F8 and content of carry is 1. Tell me after execution the content of A and tell me the content of carry fast. RLCA, before execution the content of accumulator is F8 and carry flag is 1. After execution of RLC, tell me the content of accumulator and content of carry flag fast.
Seven B.
7B, no.
अच्छा left.
RL, L stands for right, left. R stands for right. Do not be confused in RL and RR.
F1.
Accumulator में F1 with carry 1.
Yes.
Very good. Now tell me the same example, and if I do RRA, sorry, RRCA with the same example, tell me the content of accumulator after execution. RRCA. F1 and 1 is the right answer when you execute RLCA. I want with the same example, if I execute RRCA, tell me the content of accumulator and carry flag.
So accumulator में F8 and carry will be 0.
No, accumulator में आपने F8 लिया है before execution. Tell me after execution आपका F8 का क्या status रहेगा? Before execution A का content F8 है और C का content 1 है और RRCA होने के बाद आफ्टर एग्जीक्यूशन क्या स्टेटस है एक्यूमुलेटर का और कैरी का?
FC.
F
C.
very good and carry
0.
very good.
0.
So this is 0. So FC and 0 are the contents for accumulator and carry respectively. Okay, after execution. Okay, so this is the simple examples which has to be understood properly. Now with this we will be able to solve we will be able to write down some of the programs. Okay, so before that only one instruction is left for this, that is swap. One instruction is left for this, that is swap. So we will see for swap also. I hope you have understood this. This is mostly used depending upon the problems given, the problem statement. You can use this RR, RL and RRCA, RLCA. Okay, so do not be confused with the carry, without carry. So this pictorial figure should be in front of your eyes whenever you deal with such type of examples. So yes, swap. Now this is a swap accumulator. This is an example. This is also example. Now there is a difference between the exchange, XCH, and there is a difference between swap. दोनों में difference है. Do not be confused. Exchange and swap. Before I tell you the difference between exchange and swap, otherwise you will only tell me the difference once you understand the swap, because you understood XCH. We will see about the swap. Swap can be used only on the accumulator. So the simple instruction is SWAP A. अब ये क्या करता है? सिंपल करता है, कुछ नहीं करता है. लोअर निब्बल अपर निब्बल को स्वैप करता है, लोअर निब्बल अपर निब्बल को स्वैप करता है, बस दैट इज ओनली व्हाट इज हैपनिंग। ओके, फॉर एग्जांपल अगर मैं 72H को एक्यूमुलेटर में डाल दिया और मैंने डायरेक्टली स्वैप ए कर दिया, ओके, तो 72 को मैं कैसे लिखूंगा, इट इज 0 1 0 0, 7 को मैं लिखूंगा 1 1 1 0। okay, so this will be swapped with the lower number। okay, so 72 का हो जाएगा 27, so this will be move on this side and this will move on this side, so the finally it will get 27H। so this is the only one। so can you tell me the difference, any one of you, the difference between XCH and swap? It is a crystal clear difference, any one of you can tell me? XCH and swap, एक्सचेंज में भी हम स्वैप कर रहे हैं लेकिन दैट इज बिटवीन whom, और स्वैप में भी हम एक्सचेंज कर रहे हैं बट एक्सचेंज बिटवीन whom?
Sir, in exchange, we are swapping between two variables.
हाँ, between two
Variables.
हाँ, two variables you can say, or you can say between two registers, between two registers, बराबर है?
Yes.
हाँ, and swap is within the accumulator between the lower and higher number.
Higher batch. Yes.
Right? Okay, okay, that is right। Okay, okay, then with this we will move to the next one. This was simple, but where the questions can be asked, so do not ignore such type of instructions। so we have done with the with this type of instructions, that is rotate instructions। okay, we will see the other one। okay, this thing I want you to do as a homework, I want you to do this as a homework। okay, you can take a screenshot of this, which is which you can see on your screen, you can take the screenshot of this, and I want the justification from your side, not a justification but the proof, what they are saying. All of you pay attention, rotate and multiplication, rotate and multiplication or division, rotate and multiplication or division, what is there, what they have given? Note that a shift left is the same as multiplying by 2, shift right is nothing but divide by 2, so I want a justification for this। okay, I want a justification of this, again I'm saying what is written there। see, such type of question can be asked as a viva, such type of a question can be asked in MCQ, okay, but you should know with the proof। so what is written here, a shift left, a shift left, a shift left, now this is without carry, this is without carry, a shift left is the same as multiplying by 2, multiplying by 2, okay, so I can say shift left, so that is without carry, so I can say shift left, okay, RLA, this is nothing but multiply by 2, and shift right is nothing but divide by 2, so shift right means RRA, this is nothing but divide by 2, so this is nothing but divide by 2, so I want a proof, a justification for you. You can take any example and show that left hand side is equals to right hand side, left hand side is equals to right hand side। okay, for example see here, move a comma hash 3, accumulator में हमने 3 डाल दिया, 3 का मतलब होता है this one, 3 का मतलब is nothing but 0 3, so 0 means all 4 times 0 and 3 का मतलब 0 0 1 1। बाद में हमने क्या किया, कैरी फ्लैग को क्लियर किया, कैरी फ्लैग को क्लियर किया, बाद में हमने क्या किया, RLCA, RLCA, okay, now here it is shift left करो with carry कर रहे हैं, तो that is now here, okay, now here they have given example with carry, RLC and RRC, okay, RLC and RRC। now here we have to understand if I am taking carry as 0, okay, so you do not consider this RL A or RRC, you consider this as RLCA, which is same as multiply by 2, and you consider RRCA, which is nothing but divided by 2. Okay, so what they have done, पहले उन्होंने carry flag को 0 कर दिया, बाद में RLCA किया. So when you do RLCA, you will get this. Okay, that is this upper nibble 0 and lower nibble will give you 6. So this is nothing but 3 into 2, which gives you 6. 3 into 2, which gives you 6. Okay, then what you are doing, RLCA again. तो RLCA अगर हम फिर से करते, देखो RLCA करने के कारण 6 आया, फिर से RLCA करेंगे तो 6 2 12, so you will get 6 2 12. So can you see here, we are getting 12. और अगर ये आने के बाद मैं फिर से RRC कर रहा हूं, तो RLCA का आंसर मेरे पास 12 है. RRCA करूंगा तो ये मिलेगा, इसका मतलब 6 मिलेगा. ये 6 बोले तो 12 divided by 2, so you will get 6 as answer. So what I mean to say that in the same program where you have moved in the accumulator 3 and you are clear your carry flag and you have used once RLCA, that means whatever the content in the accumulator, that is multiplied by 2, again you are using RLCA, so whatever the result you have got here, 6, that will be again multiplied by 2. So at this instant you will get accumulator content as 12. After that you are using RRC, that means the answer comes to be 6, which is nothing but 12 divided by 2. As simple as it is. I hope you have understood this, every one of you. Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, so you can try this. Okay, you take different examples and see whether you are getting the answer or not. Okay, and to use RL, you can take RLC and RRC. You have to clear your carry flag first and then you can do this. Even you can try with RL and RR and see whether it is justifying or not. If it is not justifying, that means we have to take through the carry only, provided your carry flag is 0, provided your carry flag is clear. Okay, so I want you to try with without carry, that is RL and RR, and see whether you are getting the answer, multiply by 2 and divide by 2. Okay, if it works, it's fine. If it is not working, that means it is only restricted through carry, provided your carry flag is clear. Okay, we will proceed further. So this is all about what we have done. Now this is bit operations we have already done. Yes, now there are some instructions which are related to the jump. Now these jump instructions are also called as branch instructions. These instructions, now program flow control. ये क्या मतलब है, प्लीज ये भी समझ लो. Okay, we call this as a program flow control. Some instructions which will come under the program flow control, they are also called as branch instructions. They are also called as a branch instructions, or they are also called as jump instructions. So either you say jump, you say branch, or you say program flow. Now let me tell you why it is called as a program flow. Now during your normal execution 1 2 3 4 5, ये आपके 5 इंस्ट्रक्शंस है. आपने कहीं पे तो भी एक जंप इंस्ट्रक्शन यूज किया, तो हम यहाँ से लेके सपोज हम यहाँ पे जंप कर रहे हैं, जंप इंस्ट्रक्शन कर रहे हैं, उसके कारण वी आर जंपिंग हियर. You know that your program counter will always have the address. What will be the address? The address that will be executed next. तो आप जब यहाँ पे हो और यहाँ पे एक इंस्ट्रक्शन आया जो आपका प्रोग्राम काउंटर को यहाँ पे लेके जा रहा है, तो आपका प्रोग्राम काउंटर जो है, जो सिक्वेंशियली ऐसे वन बाय वन एग्जीक्यूट होना चाहिए, लेकिन यहाँ पे ऐसा इंस्ट्रक्शन हमने लिखा है जिसके कारण मेरा प्रोग्राम काउंटर विल जम्प टू सम अदर एड्रेस लोकेशन. सो इफ दिस इज XX, तो मैं सपोज यहाँ पे आने के, यहाँ पे जब मैं था, यहाँ पे ZZ था एड्रेस, तो यहाँ पे आने के बाद तुरंत मेरा PC XX हो गया, so I will jump from here to here. That is why it is called as a program flow control. I can control my program flow. Program flow normally will be executed 1, 2, 3, 4. लेकिन यहाँ पे एक इंस्ट्रक्शन हमने ऐसे लिखा जिसके कारण आई एम जंपिंग फ्रॉम हियर टू हियर एट विच एड्रेस XX. तो मेरा प्रोग्राम काउंटर पे क्या रहेगा, XX will be there. Okay, so that is why it is also called as a program flow control. Okay, so you can say jump instruction, you can say branch instruction, or you can say program flow control instructions. Now here we have two types. Mostly we have two types. One is called as unconditional jump and the other is called as a conditional jump. Okay, unconditional jump and conditional jump. Okay, now call and return, this is also जहाँ पे हमारा प्रोग्राम काउंटर चेंज होता है whenever you call some subroutine program and whenever you go back. ये call and return में कैसा होता है, ये मेरा मेन प्रोग्राम, ये मेरा सबरूटीन प्रोग्राम. मेन प्रोग्राम में एक इंस्ट्रक्शन मैंने लिखा जिसके कारण मुझे ये प्रोग्राम से सबरूटीन प्रोग्राम में जाना पड़ा. ओके, सो फॉर दैट व्हाट वी आर यूजिंग पुश इंस्ट्रक्शन एंड पॉप. Just a minute. Yes. So I was talking about call and return. So push and pop. So through push and pop, return address will be put into the stack through push, and once we are going back from subroutine program towards the main program, then this return address from the stack will be retrieved by using pop. So what I meant to say that from main program to subroutine program, this is also called as a jumping from one to other. So that can be done by using call and return. This is also one type of category in which call and return, in which we'll be jumping from one main program to the subroutine program. But the most important thing are unconditional jumps and conditional jumps. So we will see under the program flow control, this can be also said as branch instructions or jump instructions. Okay, branch instructions or jump instructions. So we will see one by one unconditional jump instructions and conditional jump instructions. Okay, so before that, we will see what are the examples under this. Do you have any questions still so far? Please ask me if you have any questions, any doubt. Questions can be asked in any of the, in different ways. Okay, if your basics and your foundation is strong, if your concept is strong, you will be able to give the answer. So under the unconditional jumps, if there is no condition, then it is unconditional jump. And already we have seen the example of short jump, long jump, absolute jump. Okay, so these are the examples which already we have studied while explaining you the addressing mode. Okay, so S jump is the short jump, L jump is the long jump, and A jump is the absolute jump. Okay, So here it all depends upon your आप कहाँ तक jump कर सकते हो. So here relative address is 8-bit 2's complement number. So jump can be up to 127 locations forward or 128 locations backward. So from here you can go 128 location backward, and from here you can go 127 location back forward. So already I have covered this while explaining you the addressing mode. Short jump. So this is not new. Similarly for long jump, because in short jump we are using the 8-bit 2's complement, and that depending upon that you have 127 locations forward and 128 locations backward. Similarly in long jump also we can go more than that. Okay, I want everyone to refer to the addressing modes. So in that case, in that addressing mode I have already explained this. And in the absolute jump mein kya hai? Absolute jump to anywhere within 2 kilobytes of block of program memory. So within the 2 kilobyte 2k हम 2k block के अंदर कहीं पे भी हम jump कर सकते हैं. That is called as absolute jump. That is called as absolute jump. Okay. और यहाँ पे syntax क्या है? As jump your real address, long jump address, but that should be of 16-bit, and absolute jump your address of 11. This is not new. Again I am saying already ये हमने detail में पढ़ा है. So I am not wasting my time to explain you this. Okay, just try to understand the syntax कैसे लिखा जाता है. हमने वहाँ पे एग्जाम्पल के साथ भी देखा है. यहाँ पे मैं आपको जनरल सिंटेक्स बता रहा हूँ. As jump your relative address, your long jump address that should be of 16-bit, and absolute jump where your address should be of 11 bits. 11 bit लूंगा तभी जाके मैं 2k तक मैं छलांग लगा पाऊंगा. That is the meaning. I can go within the 2k block of program memory. Okay. Even you can use the other syntax, JMP @ of a plus dptr. This is index jump. Okay, but this is rarely used, but you can at least remember this. Jump @ of a plus dptr. Okay. Now this is also unconditional jump. Unconditional jump क्या होता है? जिसमें कंडीशन सेटिस्फाई होने के बाद ही मुझे जंप करना है, ऐसा नहीं होता है. और कंडीशनल जंप में क्या होता है कि ये अगर कंडीशन सेटिस्फाई होती है तभी जाके मुझे जंप करना है. ओके, सो दैट एग्जांपल आई विल जस्ट शो यू. इफ यू हैव क्वेश्चंस रिलेटेड विद दिस, प्लीज आस्क मी. हियर इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग इज 16-bit एड्रेस. हियर इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग इज 11-bit एड्रेस and the short jump that is of relative address. And see the locations. This type of questions can be asked in the Viva. हम कहाँ तक jump कर सकते हैं? For S jump 127 locations forward and 128 backward. Okay, so please remember all this. So these are some examples. So we will not see these examples right now. हम बाद में देखेंगे. I want to show you the conditional jump. Yes, conditional jump. Yes, this is the conditional jump, and you are almost familiar with that. Okay. Now see here, what do you mean by conditional jump? Conditional jump, these instructions cause a jump to occur only if a condition is satisfied. Only if the condition is satisfied, then only you will be able to jump. Otherwise, program execution continues with the next instruction. For example, they have given you this instruction 1, 2, and 3. पहला instruction क्या है? Loop. Now you know this is a label. Loop, move a comma p1, jz loop, move b comma a. Move, देखो पहला instruction क्या है? Move a comma p1. p1 का जो भी कुछ content है, that is moved into the accumulator. jz loop. If a is equals to 0, go to loop. Jump if 0. So I can say jz is a conditional jump instruction. jz is a conditional jump instruction. जंप कब करना है? जब जंप कब करना है? जब आपका एक्यूमुलेटर 0 नहीं होता है. तो जंप इफ 0. कौन 0? योर एक्यूमुलेटर. जंप इफ योर एक्यूमुलेटर इज 0. यहाँ पे वही लिखा है, इफ a is equals to 0, go to loop. और इंस्ट्रक्शन में आपको लूप का नाम बताना पड़ता है। ओके, जब तक वो 0 नहीं होता है तब तक आप यहाँ पे लूप ये इंस्ट्रक्शन एग्जीक्यूट करते रहोगे, ये इंस्ट्रक्शन आप एग्जीक्यूट करते रहोगे जब तक आपका एक्यूमुलेटर 0 नहीं होता है। इसलिए आगे क्या लिखा, आगे क्या लिखा है, इफ a is equals to 0 go to loop else go to the next instruction। और जब ये 0 हो गया एक्यूमुलेटर तब मुझे ऊपर नहीं जाना है, तब मुझे ये इंस्ट्रक्शन को एग्जीक्यूट करना है, दैट इज नेक्स्ट इंस्ट्रक्शन। यहाँ पे वही लिखा है, अदरवाइज प्रोग्राम एग्जीक्यूशन कंटिन्यूज विद द नेक्स्ट इंस्ट्रक्शन। विद द नेक्स्ट इंस्ट्रक्शन बोले तो ये वाला, बोले तो ये वाला, दैट इज राइट। ओके, यहाँ पे क्या कमेंट है, देयर इज नो जीरो फ्लैग, there is no zero flag, content of accumulator checked for 0 on time। हम जब जीरो फ्लैग की बात कर रहे हैं, एक्चुअली मैं जीरो फ्लैग को चेक नहीं कर रहा हूँ। यू नो दैट जीरो फ्लैग इज अवेलेबल इन प्रोग्राम स्टेटस वर्ड। और ये मैं जो JZ है, ये JZ मैं जब एग्जीक्यूट करूंगा तो एक्चुअली आई एम नॉट मॉनिटरिंग माई जीरो फ्लैग, I am monitoring the content of accumulator। Please remember, this is the important note. This is the important note. This is the important note. There is no zero flag। यहाँ पे जो Z का मतलब है, that is I am not monitoring my zero flag, I am monitoring my accumulator। तो jump if 0 to loop, जब तक 0 नहीं होता है। Okay, jump if 0, if a is equals to 0 I have to go to the loop, or other than a I have to execute move b comma a। okay, so यहाँ पे important है कि I am not monitoring my zero flag but I am checking my content of accumulator। if content of accumulator is 0 I have to go to loop, otherwise I have to execute move b comma a, move b comma a। any doubt, any questions you have, any questions you have?
No, sir.
Okay, okay, one minute is left। so in this we have seen that JZ is a conditional jump, okay, and unconditional jumps are short jump, long jump, absolute jump। okay, so remember, in that long jump, absolute jump and short jump, we are not satisfying the condition, then only we are jumping, but we are directly moving to the particular address। okay, we are moving to the particular address। now here, now these are some conditional jump instructions। I want everyone to pay attention now। I will go fast। mnemonics क्या है, what are the conditional jump instructions? number 1, JZ, jump if a is equals to 0। JNZ, jump if a is not equal to 0। jump if non-zero, NZ stands for non-zero, NZ stands for non-zero। jump if a is non-zero, now if a is non-zero को हम ऐसा exclamatory mark equal to बताते हैं। okay, jump if a is not equal to 0, या फिर a not equal to 0, आप जिसको आपको जैसे चाहिए वैसा बताओ। JC, jump if carry is equals to 1। now here I am monitoring my carry flag। please remember, now there is a difference between this Z, here Z is not a flag, this is not a flag I'm talking about, but in JC I am talking about the flag, I'm talking about the carry flag। तो JC का मतलब क्या होता है, jump if carry flag is equals to 1। JNC का मतलब क्या होता है, jump if carry flag is not equal to 1। okay, हमने बाकी ये आगे का सिंटैक्स तो देखा ही नहीं है। आगे का सिंटैक्स क्या बताता है, JZ, jump if a is equals to 0, कहाँ पे जंप करना है, I can give the label name। this is called as relative address। relative address मतलब एड्रेस डायरेक्टली मेंशन नहीं है, द एड्रेस इज थ्रू द लेबल नेम। प्लीज कीप योर अटेंशन दिस इज इंपॉर्टेंट। रिलेटिव एड्रेस का मतलब होता है कि एड्रेस इज नॉट मेंशन्ड इन द इंस्ट्रक्शन इटसेल्फ, बट it is given by the name of the label, it is given by the name of the label। okay, relative address means given by the name of the label। so JZ, jump if 0, jump if A is equals to 0. J and Z, jump if A is not equal to 0. JC, jump if carry flag is equals to 1. J and C, if jump if carry flag is not equal to 1. JB is what? Jump if bit is equals to 1. Jump if bit is equals to 1. और वो bit हमको लिखना पड़ेगा, वो कौन सा हम देखने वाले. So we will see with an example. Similarly, J and B is what? Jump if bit is not equal to 1. JBC is what? Jump if bit is equals to 1 and clear bit. So this is also we will see separately. Yes, already we have seen this. Already we have seen this in the example. CJNE A, direct comma relative address. इसका मतलब क्या था? Compare A and memory. Compare A and memory. और वो मेमोरी हमारी यहाँ पे दिया रहेगी. ओके, जंप इफ नॉट इक्वल. CJNE का क्या मतलब होता है? सी द फुल फॉर्म ऑफ CJNE. कंपेयर एंड जंप इफ नॉट इक्वल. कंपेयर एंड जंप इफ नॉट इक्वल. कंपेयर एंड जंप इफ नॉट इक्वल. सो आई हैव टू कंपेयर A with the direct address. तो कंपेयर A एंड मेमोरी. जो डायरेक्ट एड्रेस है ना, वो आपका मेमोरी है. तो मेमोरी और A को कंपेयर करो. कंपेयर करने के बाद इफ दे आर नॉट इक्वल, you have to jump to the relative address. Relative address is the name of the label. Okay, so some of these examples we will see in the next lecture. So if you have any questions, please ask me. See, these are all conditional jumps. These are all conditional jumps. You should know when the condition is satisfied, that तभी जाके मुझे jump करना है. और वो jump जहाँ पे मुझे करना है उसका एड्रेस इंस्ट्रक्शन में नहीं दिया रहेगा. आपका सिर्फ लेबल दिया रहेगा, लेबल का नाम दिया रहेगा. और वो लेबल का नाम आपको जैसे आपका इंस्ट्रक्शन में कहीं भी तो भी आपने वो लेबल का नाम मेंशन किया होगा, बस वही लेबल का नाम आपको ये कंडीशनल जंप इंस्ट्रक्शन के साथ आगे लिखना है. और वो लेबल का नाम इज नथिंग बट रिलेटिव एड्रेस. ओके, दैट इज नथिंग बट रिलेटिव एड्रेस. यस, एनी क्वेश्चंस यू हैव? यस और नो?
No, sir.
Okay. So I think we can stop here. Okay. Attendance हो गया? योगेश?
सर नितिन सर अभी मीट में है.
अच्छा सर. नितिन सर अटेंडेंस झालं का? नितिन सर, are you there?
हाँ सर.
झाला अटेंडेंस? Okay, okay.
हाँ.
Okay then, if you don't have any questions, you can leave. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, bye.
Thank you,
Take
sir.
care. Bye bye.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.